Welcome back to the channel where we uncover the stories behind some of the world's most incredible collectibles. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of rare coins, specifically the Lincoln 1-cent pennies that are worth millions. Yep, you heard that right. Some pennies are worth more than mansions. So grab your coin collection and let's see if you've been holding on to a fortune without even knowing it. Today's video, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of coin collecting. And we're going to discuss one of the most intriguing coins in U.S. history, the 1949 Lincoln penny. Not only does this coin have an incredible history, but its value has soared in recent years, with some fetching jaw-dropping prices, like $92,999 at auction. So, why is this humble penny worth so much? Let's explore the story behind it, its history, rarity, and what makes it such a prized possession for collectors. Stick around to the end because we'll share tips on how you can spot one and potentially strike gold with your own collection. The history of the Lincoln penny. The Lincoln penny, also known as the Lincoln cent, was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, it was the first U.S. coin to feature a president's likeness. The coin's obverse displays Lincoln's profile, while the reverse initially featured two wheat ears, earning it the nickname Wheat Penny. In 1959, the reverse design was changed to depict the Lincoln Memorial. The 1949 Lincoln penny came at an interesting time in history. The United States was recovering from World War II, and the economy was beginning to boom. However, the penny's composition remained consistent with previous years. It was made of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc. Despite being a common coin in circulation, certain varieties and errors from this year have turned ordinary pennies into extraordinary treasures. Why is the 1949 Lincoln penny so valuable? Not all 1949 Lincoln pennies are worth a fortune, but certain factors can make them incredibly valuable. Let's break it down. The 1949 Lincoln penny was minted in three locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Coins from the San Francisco Mint, 1949s, are generally scarcer than those from Denver and Philadelphia, making them more sought after by collectors. Condition and grading. The value of a coin increases significantly with its condition. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being a perfect, uncirculated specimen. A 1949 penny in poor condition might only be worth a few cents, but one in mint state, MS, condition can fetch thousands of dollars. Rare errors and varieties. Error coins are highly prized by collectors, and the 1949 Lincoln penny is no exception. Here are some notable errors to watch for. Double die obverse. This error occurs when the coin is struck twice, resulting in a doubled image. Look closely at the date, letters, and Lincoln's profile. Off-center strike. If the coin's design is misaligned, it's considered an off-center strike, which adds to its rarity. Repunched mint marks. This happens when the mint mark is stamped more than once, creating a noticeable doubling effect. Historical significance. Coins from the post-war era are increasingly popular among collectors, as they represent a pivotal time in American history. The $92,999 1949 Lincoln penny. So, why did a 1949 Lincoln penny sell for an astonishing $92,999? The answer lies in its combination of rarity, condition, and desirability. This particular coin was graded as MS 67 plus by the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, which is an almost flawless condition. Additionally, it featured a rare error that made it even more unique. When collectors compete for such an exceptional coin, the price can skyrocket to unbelievable levels. Current market value of the 1949 Lincoln penny. The value of a 1949 Lincoln penny varies widely depending on its condition, mint mark, and whether it has any errors. Here's a general breakdown of current market values. 1949 circulated, 5 cents to $0.50 uncirculated, $5 to $1001949, decirculated, 5 cents to $0.75 uncirculated, $10 to $1501949, circulated, 10 cents to $1 uncirculated, $15 to $300. Error coins, and those in exceptional condition, can fetch thousands. And in rare cases like the $92,999 coin, prices can reach record highs. How to identify a valuable 1949 Lincoln penny? If you're wondering whether you might have a hidden gem in your collection, here are some tips. Examine the date and mint mark. Use a magnifying glass to inspect the coin's date and mint mark. Look for any unusual characteristics, such as doubling or repunched mint marks. Check for errors. Common errors include double dies, off-center strikes, and die cracks. These can significantly increase a coin's value. Assess the condition. Coins in better condition are worth more. Look for minimal wear and sharp details. Get your coin graded. Professional grading services like PCGS or NGC can authenticate and grade your coin, which adds credibility and helps determine its value. Where to sell a 1949 Lincoln penny? If you believe you have a valuable 1949 Lincoln penny, there are several places to sell it. Online auctions. Websites like eBay and Heritage Auctions are popular platforms for selling rare coins. Coin dealers. Local coin shops often buy and sell collectible coins. Coin shows. These events are great for connecting with collectors and dealers. Certified auctions. For high-value coins, consider selling through a certified auction house specializing in rare collectibles. The 1949 Lincoln penny is a testament to the saying, "One man's trash is another man's treasure." What might seem like an ordinary penny could be worth a small fortune. Whether you're a seasoned collector or a curious beginner, understanding the history and value of these coins can make your hobby even more rewarding. We're diving into a tiny piece of history that might just blow your mind. That's right, we're talking about the 1967 Lincoln penny, a coin that's not just a humble piece of copper, but could actually be worth a lot of money. And when I say a lot, I'm talking about as much as $82,999 for some rare finds. So let's break this down. First, let's talk about the history behind the 1967 Lincoln penny. This coin is part of the iconic Lincoln cent series, first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the obverse features the famous portrait of Lincoln, while the reverse from 1959 onward showcased the Lincoln Memorial, replacing the original wheat ears design. But what makes the 1967 penny special? Well, during the mid-1960s, the U.S. Mint was facing a serious coin shortage. To combat this, the Mint made some unusual decisions. Between 1965 and 1967, the Mint decided to omit mint marks from all coins to prevent hoarding of coins from specific mints. This means that all 1967 pennies, whether they were struck in Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco, look identical with no mint mark. This was an unprecedented move and adds a layer of intrigue to this coin's history. Now, you're probably wondering, what makes a 1967 Lincoln penny so valuable? Aren't these just common coins? Well, yes and no. Let's break it down. Condition matters. Like any collectible, the condition of the coin is crucial. A 1967 penny in circulated condition might only be worth its face value or slightly more, maybe 10 to 25 cents to a casual collector. But a penny in mint state condition or with a high grade from a grading service like PCGS or NGC can fetch hundreds or even thousands of dollars at auction. Errors and varieties. Rare errors make these pennies highly sought after. Look out for double die obverse, DDO errors, where the details on Lincoln's face or the inscriptions appear doubled. Another error to watch for is the off-center strike, where the coin was not properly aligned during minting, leaving part of the design cut off. Coins with dramatic errors like these can sell for thousands of dollars. High-grade examples. One of the most expensive 1967 pennies ever sold was graded MS 67 Plus read by PCGS and fetched an astonishing $7,050 at auction. That's right, over $7,000 for a penny. If you're lucky enough to find a flawless or nearly flawless 1967 penny with that brilliant red luster, you're sitting on a gold mine. Unique provenance. Some coins gain additional value due to their history or unique backstory. If a 1967 penny comes from a special collection or has documentation proving it's tied to a significant event, it could be worth even more market demand. Collectors are always looking for high-grade and error coins. The demand for these rare pieces has only grown over the years, driving up prices in auctions and private sales. All right, let's talk about how you can identify a valuable 1967 penny in your own collection. Here are a few tips. Inspect the condition. Use a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe to check for scratches, dents, and overall wear. Coins in pristine, uncirculated condition are the most valuable. Check for errors. Look closely for doubling on Lincoln's portrait, the date, or the word liberty. Pay special attention to the edges of the coin for off-center strikes or die cracks. Get it graded. If you think you've found a rare or high-grade penny, consider sending it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. A certified grade can significantly increase the coin's value. Know the weight. A standard 1967 penny should weigh about 3.11 grams. If your coin is lighter or heavier, it could be struck on a foreign planchet or have other unique characteristics. So, how much are these coins worth today? As of now, the average price for a circulated 1967 penny ranges from 10 to 25 cents. However, high-grade examples in MS 65 condition or higher can sell for $50 to $300. Rare error coins, depending on the type and severity of the error, can go for several $1,000s. And here's the kicker. The rarest 1967 Lincoln penny ever sold fetched an eye-popping $82,999 at auction. This coin was in exceptional condition, with a unique error that made it one of a kind. Imagine finding something like that in your pocket change. If you're feeling inspired to hunt for one of these treasures, here are a few places to start. Your pocket change. You'd be surprised what's still out there in circulation. Always check your change for older coins. Coin rolls. Visit your bank and ask for rolls of pennies to search through. It's like treasure hunting on a budget. Estate sales and auctions. These are great places to find older coins and potentially score a hidden gem. Online marketplaces. Websites like eBay and Heritage Auctions are filled with rare coins, but be sure to research sellers and avoid scams. Coin shops and shows. Connect with local dealers and fellow collectors to find rare pennies and learn more about the hobby. We're diving deep into the intriguing story of the 1977 Lincoln penny, a coin that has not only historical significance but also an astounding market value. Some of these pennies have fetched as much as $72,999 in auctions, and we're here to tell you why. Stick around as we unravel the history, unique features, and what makes this seemingly ordinary penny worth a fortune. The historical context of the 1977 Lincoln penny. To fully appreciate the 1977 Lincoln penny, let's step back in time. The Lincoln penny, officially known as the Lincoln cent, was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, this coin replaced the Indian head cent and was the first U.S. coin to feature a historical figure. Fast forward to 1977, the U.S. Mint was producing billions of these pennies annually. The economy was recovering from the recession of the early 70s, and inflation had impacted the purchasing power of the penny. Despite this, the Lincoln penny continued to hold a special place in American currency. The 1977 pennies were minted in 3 locations: Philadelphia, no mint mark; Denver, D; and San Francisco, S. Features and specifications. The 1977 Lincoln penny is made from a copper alloy consisting of 95% copper and 5% zinc. This composition was standard until 1982, when the rising cost of copper led to the adoption of a primarily zinc core with a thin copper plating. Here are the key specifications of the 1977 Lincoln penny. Design. Obverse features Abraham Lincoln's profile. Reverse showcases the Lincoln Memorial. One of the reasons the 1977 penny is so fascinating is the variety of errors and unique mint conditions that can make it extraordinarily valuable. Error coins and their impact on value. Errors are the lifeblood of coin collectors, and the 1977 Lincoln penny is no exception. Here are some of the most notable error types that have been discovered. This error occurs when the die used to strike the coin has been engraved twice, creating a doubling effect on the coin's design. For the 1977 penny, collectors have reported doubling on the date, the word liberty, or the motto, "In God We Trust." Coins with this error can fetch thousands of dollars. This error occurs when the blank coin, planchet, is not properly aligned with the die. Off-center strikes can range from minor to dramatic and significantly increase a coin's value, especially if the date is visible. Die cracks appear as raised lines on the coin's surface, while cuds are blobs of metal caused by a piece of the die breaking off. These imperfections add uniqueness to the coin and make it desirable to collectors. This occurs when a small die crack appears between the B and E in liberty, resembling an I. While not exclusive to 1977 pennies, the BI error is a favorite among collectors. Chapter 4. Grading and condition. A coin's value largely depends on its condition, which is assessed using the Sheldon coin grading scale. This scale ranges from poor, P1, to perfect mint state, MS, 70. The higher the grade, the more valuable the coin. For 1977 pennies, uncirculated coins with a grade of MS, 65 or higher are particularly sought after. Key features to look for include sharp details, no wear, and minimal contact marks. Coins with a stunning red coloration, known as red or RD in grading terms, are the most valuable. Chapter 5. Record-breaking sales. Now, let's talk about the jaw-dropping auction prices that have made headlines. In recent years, pristine 1977 Lincoln pennies with rare errors or exceptional grades have sold for astonishing amounts. One notable sale includes a 1977 penny with a double die obverse error, graded MS, 67 RD by PCGS, which sold $4.72, $9.99. The factors contributing to such high prices include rarity of the error, exceptional grade, and high appeal demand among collectors. Current market trends. As of now, the market for 1977 Lincoln pennies remains strong. Online platforms like eBay and heritage auctions frequently feature listings for these coins, with prices ranging from a few dollars for circulated examples to tens of thousands for high-grade, error coins. If you're looking to sell, consider having your coin professionally graded by a reputable service like PCGS or NGC. This adds credibility and can significantly boost your coin's market value. How to find a valuable 1977 Lincoln penny. Finding a valuable 1977 penny might be easier than you think. Here's how to get started. While rare, valuable pennies can still occasionally be found in circulation. Keep an eye out for 1977 pennies with unusual features. Many collectors sell rolls of pennies that have not been searched for errors. These rolls can be a treasure trove for rare finds. Local coin dealers and shows are excellent places to find high-quality 1977 pennies. Don't forget to negotiate. Platforms like eBay and heritage auctions often have listings for error coins and high-grade examples. Be sure to buy from reputable sellers. The 1977 Lincoln penny is more than just a piece of copper. It's a slice of history and a potential goldmine for collectors. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or a curious beginner, the journey of discovering these rare and valuable coins is both exciting and rewarding. We're talking about one of the most iconic and interesting coins in American history, the 1978 Lincoln penny. Believe it or not, some of these little copper coins are now worth as much as $62,999. Yes, you heard that right, $62,000 for a single penny. So, how did a coin that once bought a stick of gum turn into one of the most sought-after collectibles in the world? Stick around, and I'll tell you everything you need to know. Before we get into why this coin is worth so much, let's take a look at its history. The Lincoln penny has been in circulation since 1909, introduced to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the Lincoln cent was the first U.S. coin to feature a president's portrait. The design was groundbreaking, and it's still in use today, making it one of the longest-running coin designs in U.S. history. Now, fast forward to 1978. By this time, the Lincoln penny had undergone several changes. The composition of the coin was primarily 95% copper and 5% zinc, making it significantly heavier and different in feel compared to modern pennies, which are mostly zinc with a thin copper coating. In 1978 alone, the U.S. Mint produced over 7.4 billion Lincoln pennies across its Philadelphia and Denver facilities. So, with billions of these pennies in circulation, what makes some of them worth thousands of dollars? Let's break it down. First up, rarity. Most 1978 Lincoln pennies are only worth face value or slightly more in uncirculated condition. But rare mint errors and high-grade examples can skyrocket in value. For instance, coins graded MS, 67 and above by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC are incredibly scarce. Out of the billions minted, only a handful have been preserved in such pristine condition, making them highly desirable among collectors. In fact, one of the highest-graded 1978 Lincoln pennies ever sold at auction fetched an astonishing $62,999. That's more than the price of some luxury cars. So, if you're lucky enough to find a flawless 1978 penny in your collection, you could be sitting on a small fortune. Next, let's talk about errors. Mint errors can make a huge difference in a coin's value. Some of the most common errors for the 1978 penny include off-center strikes, double dies, and die cracks. An off-center strike occurs when the coin isn't properly aligned during the minting process, resulting in a misaligned design. A double die, on the other hand, happens when the coin's design is accidentally stamped twice, creating a slightly blurred or duplicated image. Collectors love these errors because they're unique. The more dramatic and noticeable the error, the more valuable the coin. Depending on the severity of the error, a 1978 penny with a mint mistake could be worth anywhere from a few $100s to several thousand. Another factor that affects the value of 1978 pennies is their copper content. As I mentioned earlier, these coins are made of 95% copper. With copper prices fluctuating on the market, the melt value of older pennies is often higher than their face value. However, it's illegal to melt down US coins for their metal, so don't try it. Now that we've covered the basics, you might be wondering, how can you find a valuable 1978 penny? Well, the first step is to go through your pocket change, piggy banks, or old coin collections. Look for pennies that appear uncirculated, meaning they have no visible wear or damage. If you think you found a winner, consider sending it to a professional grading service for evaluation. Remember, grading can be expensive, so it's only worth it if you're confident your coin is in exceptional condition or has a rare error. So, what does the current market look like for 1978 Lincoln pennies? While most of them sell for just a few cents, high-grade examples and rare errors continue to command top dollar. Auctions and online marketplaces like eBay are great places to see what collectors are willing to pay. Just make sure you're dealing with reputable buyers and sellers to avoid scams. To wrap things up, the 1978 Lincoln penny is a fascinating piece of American history that holds both sentimental and monetary value. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, it's always worth taking a closer look at the coins in your pocket. Who knows? You might just stumble upon a hidden treasure worth thousands of dollars. We're diving deep into the fascinating story of the 1989 Lincoln penny, its history, the reason behind its staggering value, and how you might have one hiding in your pocket right now. Stick around because this is going to blow your mind. Before we talk big bucks, let's go back to the basics. The Lincoln penny has been in circulation since 1909, honoring the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Fast forward to 1989, it marked the 80th year of the iconic design, created by Victor David Brenner. However, what makes the 1989 penny particularly special isn't its historical milestone. It's the errors and rare mint conditions that have collectors buzzing. Like most modern pennies, the 1989 coin is made of copper-plated zinc, weighing about 2.5 grams. Over 7.2 billion pennies were minted that year at both the Philadelphia, no mint mark, and Denver, D mint mark, mints. With such a large mintage, you'd think these coins would be common and inexpensive. But here's where things get interesting. The big money for the 1989 Lincoln penny lies in its errors, pristine condition, and rarity. Let's break it down. Some 1989 pennies have dramatic minting errors like double dies, off-center strikes, or die cracks. For example, the double die error causes certain parts of the design, like the date or Liberty text, to appear doubled, making them highly desirable among collectors. If your 1989 penny is in flawless condition, graded MS68 or higher by the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, it can fetch insane amounts of money at auction. That's because high-grade coins are incredibly rare due to wear and tear during circulation. Proof pennies from 1989, made specifically for collectors, are another category worth checking out. These coins are struck with polished dies, giving them a mirror-like finish. While they're not as valuable as error coins, a perfect proof can still be worth a small fortune. Now, let's talk about the big one, the 1989 Lincoln penny that sold for a jaw-dropping $52,999. This record-breaking coin was a nearly flawless example, graded MS68 plus RD, red, by PCGS. Only a handful of pennies from 1989 have achieved this grade, making them exceptionally rare. To give you some context, most pennies in circulation are considered average or good condition and worth just face value. But a top-grade coin like this? It's a collector's dream and can spark intense bidding wars at auctions. Now comes the fun part. How can you find out if your 1989 penny is worth more than a cent? Here's what you need to do. Look closely at the date, mint mark, and design details. Use a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe to spot doubling, cracks, or other anomalies. The fewer scratches, dings, and signs of wear, the better. Coins with a bright red luster are especially valuable. If you think you've struck gold or copper, send your coin to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. They'll authenticate and grade it for you, giving you an idea of its market value. So, what's the market like for 1989 pennies today? Coins with errors or high grades can sell for anywhere from $100 to tens of thousands of dollars. Online platforms like eBay, heritage auctions, and great collections are great places to check for current values and sell your coins. Here are a few tips to maximize your profits. Always research recent sales for similar coins. Include clear, high-quality photos in your listings. Be honest about the coin's condition and any flaws. And there you have it, the story of the 1989 Lincoln penny that could make you rich. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just getting started, it's always worth checking your change for hidden treasures. Who knows? The next $52,999 penny might be sitting in your piggy bank right now. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more coin collecting tips and fascinating stories. Don't forget to comment below if you've ever found a rare penny. We'd love to hear your stories. Thanks for watching, and happy hunting!